Shalom. Kahalai Yahweh Shimyon Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the 144,000, the 1/3 remnant men, women, and children of the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother Gabar Yash coming back at you with another lesson. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimyon Shai, praise and lesson be edifying and straight to the point. We're going to read this article from End Time News. It's on endtimeheadlines.org. It says the nation's 911 system is on the brink of its own emergency. Translation, pretty soon ain't gonna be no 911. And the man of the Lord have been sounding the alarm, man, because hey, look, this year alone, okay, about earlier this year, I think it was about 4 or 5 months ago, where there was 8 states that was affected by, that people couldn't dial 911 in 8 states. So pretty soon, when shit hits the fan, man, 911 is going to be pretty much obsolete. And all you people that love to call 911, call the police and all this, I'm talking about you women, man, that love to call 911 on 1-800, all right, caveman on you men, all that shit's about to be done away with, man. All right, so let's get into this article. Hold on, let me do that. There we go. It says just after lunchtime on June 18th, Massachusetts leader discovered that the statewide 911 system was down, and that was last month. A scramble to handle the crisis was on. Police tested out administrative numbers that callers could use. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu gave outage updates at a press conference outlining plans for the Celtics championship parade, and local officials urged people to summon help by pulling red fire alarm boxes. Wow. About 7 million people went roughly 2 hours with no 911 service. Imagine when there's no more 911 service, period. Okay? Imagine when there's no more 911 to call, period. What you people gonna do? Especially you women, man. Alright? What are you women gonna do? Hey, man. Let's continue. Such crashes have become more of a feature than a bug in the nation's fragment emergency response system. So this has become the norm. Okay? Outages have hit at least 8 states this year. I just got through saying that. They're an emblematic of problems plunging emergency communications due in part to wide disparities in the system, age, and capabilities and funding of 911 systems across the country. While some states, cities, and counties, lucky about that, have already modernized their system or have made plans to upgrade, many others are lagging. The 911 system is typically supported by fees tacked onto phone bills, but states and local governments also tap general funds or other resources. Now there are haves and have-nots, says Jonathan Gilad, Vice President of Government Affairs at the National Emergency Number Associates, which represents 911 first responders. Next generation 911 shouldn't be for people who happen to have an emergency in a good location. Damn. So in other words, they about to take away 911 for certain people, man. Wow. Damn. Meanwhile, federal legislations that could steer billions of dollars into modernizing the patchwork 911 system remains waylaid in Congress. This is a national security imperative said George Kiel, Kiel, Kieleman, executive director of the Industry Council for Emergency Response Technologies, a trade associated that represents companies that provide hardware and software to the emergency response industry. In a crisis, a school shooting, or a house fire, or God forbid, a terrorist attack, people call 911 first. He says the system can't go down. Well, unfortunately, the system is going to go down. Okay? The U.S. debunked a single universal 911 emergency number in February 1968 and to simplify crisis response, but instead of a seamless national program, the 911 response network has evolved into a massive puzzle of many interlocking pieces. There are more than 6,000 911 call centers to handle an estimate 240 million emergencies called each year, according to federal data. More than three-quarters of call centers experienced outages in the prior 12 months. Damn. Wow, that's crazy, man. Hey, that's the times we're in. According to a survey in February by the National Emergency Number Association, which set standards and advocates for 911, and Carbine, a provider of public safety technology solutions. In April, widespread 911 outage affected millions in Nebraska, Nevada, South Dakota, and Texas. That's what I just got to saying earlier, man. All right, because earlier this year, all right, it was about a few months ago. All right, April, May, June, July. We're in July. It was about 4 months ago, man. Okay, so it was about 4 months ago when this happened. Okay, the shutdown was blamed on workers serving a fiber line while installing a light pole. Man, please, yeah, right. Sure it did. Sure it was. In February, tens of thousands of people in areas of California, Georgia, Illinois, Texas, and other states lost cell phone services, including some 911 service for an outage. And we all remember that one. Yeah. In June, Verizon agreed to pay a $1.5 million fine to settle a Federal Communications Commission probe into a December 2022 outage that affected 911 calls in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Wow. Yep. The fines that raced across the Hawaiian Islands and of Maui last August highlighted the critical importance of 911 systems. Dispatchers there field more than 4,500 contacts, meaning calls and texts on August 8th, the day the fire broke out, and we all remember that, compared with about 400 on a typical day, says Davlin Riccardo, emergency service dispatch coordinator in Maui County. We're dying out here, one caller told 911 operators. Alright, I'm not going to read the rest of that. Let's skip down. Let's see. Let's get to see if there's any more points in here. Let's see. We're going to scroll down. Let's see. I'm not going to read all of that. Let's see. I'll start here. It says, meanwhile, in Massachusetts, a firewall designed to prevent hacking led to a recent 2-hour outage, according to the state 911 department. Outages brings to everyone's attention that we rely on 911, and we don't think about how we rely So you really rely on it until something happens, says April Hines, Chief of 911 Operation at in Nina. Alright? So yeah. And a lot of people rely on 911, man. Okay? But pretty soon, you ain't gonna have 911 to call. Okay? These are the times that we're coming into, man. There ain't gonna be no police, no EMTs, no 911. When shit hits the fan, that's it. Okay? You're gonna have to fend for yourself. Okay? And these are the times that we're coming into, man. Excuse me. Let's read this last paragraph and we're gonna get a couple of scriptures. It says, Mass General Brigham, a health system in the Boston area, sent out emergency alerts when the outages happens, letting clinics and smaller practices know how to find their 10 digital emergency number. In the wake of the outages, it plans to keep the backup numbers next to phones at those facilities. All right, so hey, pretty soon you ain't gonna have no 911, man. And really, they trying to limit 911 to certain people, man. Okay? So, hey, when shit hits the fan, that's it. All you people that depend upon 911, the police, firefighters, all of that, yeah, that's all gonna be done away with, man. And these are the times that we're coming into, man. Jacob's trouble. So, without further ado, let's get a few scriptures. I'm not gonna make this too long. Because these are the times that we're in. Okay? Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Only the elect is going to be saved out of these times, man. Okay? So, you people that depend upon 911, especially you women, man. Okay? When shit hits the fan, you women ain't going to have 911 to call, man. And we're talking about you Israelite women, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women. Okay? So, you calling 911, calling the police and all of this, them days coming to an end. Okay? So Babylon is basically in trouble, man. This place is done. Okay? Let's get this. Hold on. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Slock you. Okay? I like these. Okay? Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Okay? The reason why you women and you people are at ease here in Babylon, because, hey, you still got 911, you still got lights, you still got food. But all that shit's about to change. Okay? All of that's about to change, man, pretty soon. And we're entering into the time of Jacob's trouble. We just got to read that in Jeremiah 30:7. Okay? With the increase of what's going on, man, with that whole, well, that fake ass attempt. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, man. With that whole attempted, that assassination attempt from Donald Trump, man, which we all know that shit was a false anyway. But nevertheless, all right. So things are getting stirred up here in Babylon, okay? And your days of dialing 911, calling the police, and I'm talking about your Israelite women who love to call the police on your man and this and that. Having your men locked up. Yeah. Just wait till there is no more 911. Who you gonna call then? Okay. Isaiah 32 and verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines. Okay? Gonna be lamenting for these programs. Gonna be, hey, lamenting for everything, man. This devil is coming down with great wrath because he know that he had but a short time. And pretty soon, there's not gonna be no 911, man, to dial. Home invasions are gonna increase. Crime is already increasing. Lawlessness. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's get that scripture. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. You see what's going on with you women, man. You women are being found dead, being found dismembered, and all of that shit, man. Okay? So hell, all hell is getting ready to break loose in this place, man. And there's not going to be no emergency system when shit hits the fan. Okay? Matthew 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay? And the love of many is waxing cold out here. There's no love out here anymore, man. These people are just going crazy. Okay? People are bugged the hell out. And shit is just going to increase. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay? Hyperinflation. People can't find work. People in desperate, going into desperate mode. They say desperate times call for desperate measures. People are robbing folks, stealing, breaking into homes. That shit's going to increase. Let's get this. Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble. We read that in Jeremiah 30 and 7, Jacob's trouble, which was coined by the elder apostle Tahar, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, which we're on the verge of, okay, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. As we get closer and closer to the election, okay, which is August, September, October, November, about 4 months away. Okay? So things are going to increase. All hell is getting ready to break loose in this place. And the 911 system, the emergency system, is not going to be a thing, man. It's going to be obsolete. Okay? So it's time to come back to Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Let's go here. Matthew 24 and verse 20. Yeah, Matthew 20. Yeah, actually. Yeah, let's read 20. Yeah, that was the spirit. There you go. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation. Okay? And if you go into that word tribulation, it goes back to the Greek word philisos, which means tribulation, anguish, distress, trouble. We're in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. It ain't going full blown yet, but we're on the verge of it. Going full blown. Especially when the election happened and who decide who wins as if we make it to an election. We don't know yet, but hey, gonna keep a watch. Okay? Matthew 24 and verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. We're entering into evil days, so be circumspect, brothers and sisters. Okay, let's get that scripture. Ephesians 5 and 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. The days are evil. Okay? All hell is getting ready to break loose. And then, like I say, there's not going to be no 911 system for you people to call, man, when shit hits the fan. Okay? 1 Thessalonians 5 and let's start at verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, how about Shion Shai, so cometh as a thief in the night. So the Lord is coming back like a thief in the night, man. All hell is getting ready to break loose in this place, man. And the 911 system is in trouble, okay? Pretty soon you're not going to have 911 to dial. Police to call. Firefighters, none of that. Because, hey, these firemen, these police officers, okay, they're going to be at home protecting their own families, okay? Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Only ones that are going to escape out of these times is the elect of Israel. Okay? Let's continue. Let's mark. I like these right quick. Okay. Verse 8, verse 4, Slakia. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So we're not in darkness, man. We know what's going on. Like it tells you in Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. Okay? So these people are not paying attention to what's going on out here. They worried about the election in November. They thinking, oh, if Trump get back in the White House, he's gonna be able to fix this. He's gonna be able to fix that. No, man. No. Okay? Alright? Trump can't fix nothing, man. This place is done. Alright? Babylon is through. Okay? Babylon the Great is through, whether you like it or whether you don't. Trump can't save this place. Okay? Verse 5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor darkness. Verse 6. Let us therefore, there's Sloggy, read that again. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Continue to watch the prophecies, because prophecies is being fulfilled. Okay? Verse 7. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that are drunk be drunken are drunken in the night. Verse 8. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. Continue to watch the prophecies, man, because prophecies are being fulfilled. Let's go to 2 Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 18. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? We're in the beginning of evils, man. It's not going to get better. Hyperinflation is going to increase. The cost of living is going up. Everything is going up. And when everything goes up, from food, cost of living, etc., crime increases. Okay? People become desperate. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay? And all of these things are being sent to correct your Israelites, so your Israelites can wake up to your true power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth. And your victuals represent your food. Your victuals ain't so cheap anymore. Everything is going up, man. Your food is going up. Cost of living, everything. Okay? That they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So a lot of folks are going to die out here. Okay? There's going to be bodies upon bodies, man, when shit hits the fan. From people going to die from famine. People going to die from the civil unrest, the civil strife, the race wars, clash between parties and different people who have opinions. That Egyptian against the Egyptian. Okay? Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Cities are going to be on fire, man. Like it tells you in Luke chapter 12, verse 49. I come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? That fire is going to be kindled before Yahushua comes with the ultimate fire. The ICBM nuclear missiles and the laser beam fired from the chariots, man. These nations are getting ready to shoot their missiles upon Babylon. You see, China got, I did a lesson on that last week, that China, these Chinese naval ships are surrounding Alaska. Then you got Russia surrounding, okay, America on the Atlantic Ocean, down there in Cuba, Venezuela. World War III is upon us. The MOTB, which is the RFID CHIP, is upon us. All hell is getting ready to break loose, man. This place is on the verge of collapse. Okay? So, we're entering into some interesting and exciting times at the same time. Yeah, it's going to be scary times, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, he's going to deliver his elect. Let's get one more scripture and I'm going to close it out. Acts 14 and 22. Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So yes, we got to go through that trial by fire. We got to go through tribulation. But the difference between the hopeful elect and the 2/3 of Israel, the hopeful elect of Israel is going to be saved out of these times and going to be protected. Whereas the 2/3 are not going to make it, man. They're going to die on this side, man. Great death is coming to this place, man. Babylon, the Great America. And like I said, when all hell breaks loose and when this society collapses, there's not going to be no 911 system. There's not going to be no police, no ambulance, none of that coming out. Like I said, it's going to be bodies. And as a matter of fact, let's let the scriptures do the talking. Don't take my word for it. Let's read what the scriptures say. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 33. We just got through reading an example. It says the dead shall be cast out as dung. They're gonna be these bodies are gonna be like shit on the ground, dung upon the ground, man. But let's get this scripture. We're gonna close it out here. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 33. And the slaying of the Lord, how about shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. Not just in Babylon, the Great America, but all throughout the earth, man. Okay? They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. You're going to be stepping over bodies, and that's going to create more diseases. Okay? So we're entering into some crazy, exciting times, man. It's going to be crazy, but it's also going to be exciting. We're ready for this place to collapse, man. We're tired of this place. This place is hell. This place is stressful. Okay? We're ready for this place to collapse. Okay? So with that, I'm going to end it here. I pray this lesson was edifying and straight to the point. All praises and glorifications go to Yahweh Shem Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. It's on to the next one, Shalom, Kwam Yashara, and a Bible Ball. Shalom.